Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a dramatic and shocking operation that has sent shockwaves across Latin America and the world, the U.S. Special Forces raid on the criminal empire of the notorious drug lord known as El Sombra in Colombia. This operation has not only dismantled one of the most powerful cartels in the region, but has also led to the rescue of 623 prisoners who had been held captive in brutal conditions. The scale, the precision, and the impact of this mission are truly staggering, and we're going to break it all down for you. El Sombra, whose name means the shadow, has been one of the most elusive figures in the world of organized crime for years. Known for his ruthlessness and his ability to stay hidden from law enforcement, he controlled a sprawling empire worth an estimated $5 billion, built on drug trafficking, illegal mining, extortion, and kidnapping. His network extended beyond Colombia's borders, reaching into neighboring countries and even to the U.S. and Europe. For years, intelligence agencies had been tracking his moves, but every time they thought they were close, he vanished living up to his name. That changed this week when a joint task force of U.S. Special Operations Forces and Colombian elite units launched a massive raid on his jungle stronghold. This operation had been in planning for months, involving satellite surveillance, undercover operatives, and intelligence sharing between multiple agencies. The target was not just El Sombra himself, but the entire infrastructure of his criminal network, the drug labs, the money laundering operations, the private prisons, and the armed militias protecting him. When the strike came, it was swift and devastating. Under the cover of night, helicopters descended on several key locations at once. Special forces moved in, encountering heavy resistance from El Sombra's fighters. Despite the firefight, the operation was incredibly precise. Within hours, dozens of cartel members were either captured or killed, and the main compound was under full control. What shocked many was what they found inside a secret prison complex where hundreds of kidnapped victims were being held. The 623 rescued prisoners included rival gang members, political dissidents, journalists, and innocent civilians who had been abducted for ransom or punishment. Many were in poor health, malnourished, and traumatized by years of captivity. Medical teams were immediately flown in to treat them, and Colombian authorities are now working to reunite them with their families. This is one of the largest rescue operations in the history of the region, and it has brought hope to many families who had been searching for missing loved ones for years. El Sombra himself was reportedly captured alive after a brief attempt to escape through a network of underground tunnels. His arrest is being hailed as a major victory in the fight against organized crime in South America. He is expected to be extradited to the United States, where he will face multiple charges including drug trafficking, kidnapping, and crimes against humanity. His capture is seen as a symbolic moment, the fall of a man who once believed himself untouchable. The financial impact of the raid is also significant. Authorities say they seized cash, gold, and assets worth hundreds of millions of dollars, as well as destroying several drug production facilities. This will likely disrupt cocaine shipments across the region and deal a major blow to the cartel's ability to operate. However, experts warn that other criminal groups may attempt to fill the power vacuum left by El Sombra's downfall, and that sustained efforts will be needed to stabilize the region. For the Colombian government, this operation is a huge win. It demonstrates that years of collaboration with international partners are paying off, and that they have the capability to take down even the most dangerous criminal organizations. For the U.S., it sends a strong message that they are committed to combating transnational crime at its source, not just at their own borders. Reactions from around the world have been pouring in. Families of the rescued prisoners have been seen celebrating, some even breaking down in tears of relief. Human rights organizations are praising the success of the mission, but are also calling for proper psychological and medical care for the survivors who have endured years of trauma. Meanwhile, security analysts are debating what this means for the future of the drug trade in the region. Some believe that this marks the beginning of the end for major cartels, while others argue that new players will simply step in. Social media has been flooded with images and videos of the rescue, with many calling the Special Forces heroes. The story has gone viral, not just because of the scale of the operation, but because it highlights the resilience of the victims and the dedication of those who risked their lives to save them. It is a rare moment of hope in a region that has been plagued by violence for decades. At the same time, there are questions that remain unanswered. How was El Sombra able to operate so freely for so many years? Were there corrupt officials protecting him? And how will the Colombian justice system handle the prosecution of those captured during the raid? These questions will be crucial in the coming weeks as investigations continue. What is clear is that this raid has struck a massive blow to organized crime. It has saved hundreds of lives, brought a notorious figure to justice, and sent a powerful message that no one is beyond the reach of justice. The story of El Sombra's empire will now be a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the darkest shadow can be brought into the light. This operation will likely be studied for years as an example of international cooperation, intelligence gathering, and precision military strategy. For now, the world is watching what happens next, whether this victory leads to lasting peace or whether it sparks a new round of violence as rival groups fight for control. One thing is certain: the rescue of 623 prisoners and the capture of one of the world's most dangerous criminals is a moment that will not soon be forgotten. It is a turning point not just for Colombia, but for the global fight against organized crime. And as more details emerge, we will continue to follow this story closely and bring you updates on what it means for the future of the region and beyond. So, what do you think about this raid? Was it the decisive blow needed to dismantle El Sombra's empire, or just one battle in a much larger war? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.